where he was last, seen, all the things. Again,
I'm not going to recap that, so go watch Cindy's video. I want to be able to have the full 10 minutes that's left. So what happened? 2 rows of 4. What happened? Knight of Wands reversed, the Hierophant reversed, 6 of Pentacles, Strength reversed, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords reversed, 10 of Swords reversed. Is it fair to say that someone Josh was hanging out with did something, excuse me, did something to him so that he was unable to fight back against something that the person was planning for him, leading you in the wrong direction? Why was his stuff found next to the pond? No fear. It's connected to the person that he was with that he didn't realize that they were a threat. Show me Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like there's someone who overpowers him in order to get him to not fight back against what feels like, is it a robbery? Like they wanted to take something? Water in reverse, too much movement. Did someone want to take something from him that he didn't actually have? 4. 1 second. Show me what they wanted to take from him that he didn't have. Outer space, stuff to make your mind free. Narcotics. Make this make sense. 3 cards. Accomplice. Party in reverse. School. Somebody found out that he was no longer doing what he used to do in the past, but they wanted something from him that pertained to stuff that he used to do in the past, and a problem ensued because of that. Snake. Huh. Give me a very clear confirmation if essentially what happened was he was with someone that did the stuff that he had gone to rehab for, either Pork Chop or Tony. Somebody wanted something from him. He didn't have it. They didn't believe him. They tried to give him something so that they could prove that he was lying, and a problem happened when he was given something. Overburdening yourself, a workaholic. A magic charm. It was pills that he was addicted to. A magic charm. You don't want to share with me, I'm going to do this to you. You think you're so good to be able to get away from this life? I'm going to bring you right back into it. Show me a card to represent that it was an ego or a pride wound from whoever he was with. Accident, ego or pride. My ego got the best of me and I snapped. Was he ever by or in that pond that his stuff was found by? Market manipulation exposed. No, it was to lead people in the wrong direction. That's why they never found anything. Show me a card to represent that his stuff was simply disposed of there after something bad had happened to him. Water supply, the river. Let me think 1 second. Okay, so how did it go from he's with this person to something bad happens to Josh? 3 cards. 4 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Somebody else learned that he was working really hard to get his life back together, and they didn't like that he could do it and they couldn't. And they got defensive. I don't know if it's they wanted something from him or they wanted him to do something with them. Like offered him something and he didn't want it, and it turned into an issue where they wanted to give it to him anyway because they didn't want to see him better when they weren't better themselves, and it ended up going really wrong from what their initial intention was. And they ended up having to hide him to put down, yeah. They ended up having to hide him to put down a heavy burden because almost like if they would have called for help for an OD, that it feels like something that someone else made him take. It's like that person couldn't call because they already had so many run-ins with the law, or they already had problems with DRUGS, and this would have made it too hard for them to get away from what happened, and they were scared of being caught for what they actually did, which was make him OD. All because he had found a new beginning. Confirmation. No, I'm missing something. It wasn't all because he found a new beginning. What was it? He didn't want to partake in DRUGS. What made the other person mad? Oh, wouldn't release stuff. Is it fair to say that he wasn't willing to do something that another person wanted him to do, and they felt like he owed them in some way, and they got offended when he was unwilling to do whatever it is that they wanted him to do, because what they wanted him to do would have associated him with his past? They wanted him to bring something to someone, or do some kind of delivery or something. Because, oh, that's what, because they couldn't do it themselves for some reason. They wanted him to make some kind of sale for them. And they must have lost out on this sale because he wasn't willing to do it and they couldn't do it themselves. Someone who just views others as disposable. If Josh could give us 3 cards to confirm what I've said, what would he give us? Unalived. Man-made disaster. Someone else did it. Outside. That's where all his stuff was found. It all went down outside. I wonder if it went down around where his stuff was found and then he was just taken somewhere else, because it doesn't feel like he was ever put in that pond. But it may be that stuff was left there hoping that they would just stop searching there. Give me one more card to tell me more about what you meant by the outside card. Not officially outside. Buried. Secret, buried in secret.